Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Vickie with VJ Designs. In this video, I'm going to finish the KCC 21 challenge sketches 11 through 15. And this is sketch 11 right here. Had a little trouble with it. I think I just cut my pieces wrong, so I had to cut this one again, and then I layered up this sentiment so it would fit the way it's supposed to. So okay, so I guess we'll just get this one down first. I am not a perfectionist when it comes to this stuff, but I do like to get it as straight as I can and get it as close as I can to the way it should be, so it's not all wonky. Because if you get your first piece down wrong, then the whole, crooked, then your whole card's going to be crooked. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good like that. Okay, now then this piece is supposed to come down from the bottom, from the edge of this one. This one over here, and then this one. Oh yeah, okay, good. It just wasn't coming out, and yeah. So this is the only piece. Thankfully, I had some more paper I could cut, and so I just cut this piece out a little bit bigger. I don't know what happened. I'm sure it was, operator error and not the design. Okay. So this is where I cross my fingers and toes and make sure that, hope that everything comes out the way it's supposed to. Okay, so I've got a little bit more of a border down here than I do on top, but that's okay. At least everything appears to be on there fairly straight. So now the piece that I had for here was just this middle dark frame and this one, and it wasn't going to fit over. The sketch shows that it should, fit that whole space. So I just made a couple more frames on it, and then it'll cover like that. And that'll be great. So we'll just glue that down. And make sure it's straight. Good. Then I cut out a butterfly out of the light gray paper, and we're just going to put him down here. It's hard for me to glue these delicate pieces. I usually put it on either the back of my hand or paper. I'm getting it all over my hand anyway. And we'll get him glued down. Probably if I had cut out a white one, it would have showed up a little better, but it's kind of a subtle embellishment on there. Okay. What you could do is put stickles or something on here to make them stand out a little bit more. But there's sketch number 11. Okay. So here's number 12. This one's fairly simple. And the mat on this one was cut out of one of the coordinating papers. That's what it called for. So we'll get it down. Make sure I'm opening it on the right side. How many of you have ever made a card and when you got all done, it was opening from this side? Done that a few times. And, you know, if you're giving it to someone who would appreciate that humor, you just go ahead and send it like that. Okay, so these pieces, you just glue together. These were 2 mats of whatever color that you needed to do. And that goes right in the middle. Now, you can make these cards, like I said, and you've heard other people say you can make them your own. So you could turn it this way. You could put it like this. You know, just so they can tell that, you know, you're making that sketch in some form or another. It's not totally changed. And then she's got these two little banners up here in the corner. And we'll put this one down. Okay, and then this one goes on top of it. It's kind of like that. Very cute. And because I don't like the white space, I cut out this Hello There stamp, or die cut. Anyway, I was saying before that I just got through watching Craft Roulette. Whodunit. This is Wednesday evening. And it was a short, kind of a short show because somebody caught Mary right away. And if you don't know what Craft Roulette is, I'm going to put a link to her channel in my description box, and please check it out because you will not regret it. So there is card number 12. Very cute, and you could put some bling up here too. All right. So moving right along, here's card number 13. This one is, she's got as a horizontal card. And so let's get, there's not much of the mat showing, so I just left it plain. It's opening from the bottom. Okay. And then this goes across the middle. And then each one of these strips goes above and below, like this. And then she showed circles here. I just made one of these I'm going to put on like that, and I was going to stamp a sentiment on there. And this little piece goes up here, so let's get these down. Start with the middle so I can tell where the other ones should go. And here again, if you don't get, you know, the first piece down straight, then the whole thing's going to be crooked. So cleaned off my mat the best I could. I used alcohol. I really like this mat, but the only thing is if you get glue and stuff like that on it, it really shows up in the videos, and I'm like, man, it really looks dirty. So I tried to clean it up best I can. I hope it looks better. I don't know if you guys have any tips on cleaning these mats. I would love to know. Well, see, there again, I started up a little bit too high. Yeah, but that's okay. As long as they're straight, right? So we'll put this little guy up here. Okay, and I was going to stamp on this, and I put my stamps away. I can't remember now which one I was going to use. Some of these are a little... You know what I think? I was going to use this hello stamp. Hello word. This is Stampin' Up. Or, I'm sorry, Mindless Crafting stamp set. And I love this one. For a while, they had Stamp of the Month Club, and this was one of them. The stamps is called Say Hello stamp set, and I just love these. So I'm going to use this hello stamp. So this one I'm going to make sure it's dry. I think I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. So we'll put a few of these on here. I love using dimensionals, but you got to be careful. If you're going to be mailing something to somebody, your postage, if it doesn't fit through the quarter inch slot like that you have on your cutter, a lot of them have this 1/4 inch slot on this piece that flips up. That's the thing you can run it through to make sure that it's going to fit. If it fits, then you're okay. But which these dimensionals will work if you just put one layer. They're fine. As long as it stays in an ounce or less, it will just take one stamp. But otherwise, if you get any higher than that, you will be charged for a package because it will not go through the 1/4 inch slot that they have. Then it jumps from, you know, under $1 to $3 and something, usually. Which is a bummer, but that's just kind of the way it is. Okay, there is sketch number 13. Very cute. Okay, next is sketch number 14. And again, this one called for, the mat was cut out of one of the papers, and this is a portrait direction. So we'll get the mat on here. I love this paper, and I've had it for a while, so I'm trying to, you know, this is a really good way to smash your 6x6 paper pads. Okay, so this is the sketch. Sorry, I forgot to show you. This is the sketch here. So instead of using the strips underneath, I'm just using a solid piece. And I just ordered because I've needed to use ovals many times, and I only have like a couple ovals. Well, I have 3 or 4, but they're all, you know, different kinds and stuff. And so I just ordered a set off of scrapbook.com of a set of nesting ovals that I think they have stitching around them, like this one does. And this one, I like this one. You can cut, it's perforated kind of, you know, so you can cut that out if you want to, and I have done that if I needed to use this, just the frame. So then this will go on here like that. And, oh, I think what I was gonna do, because I have these strips, I think what I was thinking I would do is put these white strips on here underneath. Just to give it a little more texture. And I've got this sticker, this butterfly sticker that I'm gonna put on here. And some hearts. So let's go ahead. I'm going to ink the edges of this though, so it's just not so stark white. And I think I will stamp a sentiment on here. Not sure what. It's got to fit on here. This is only 1/2 inch. So, I'm not sure. I think I have one here that will fit. This stamp set here is from Hero Arts. I really like it. I could put, oh, that's a little big. Okay, Thinking of You will fit on there. So we'll stamp Thinking of You. I like to have a lot of Thinking of You stamps on hand and birthdays. Very nice. I like it. Okay, so let's get these on here. I'm going to put this down kind of right across the middle. This is a little variation from what she's got on the sketch. Would probably look better if I just did the stripes like she had it, but okay, now, oh, couldn't find this, dropped in my lap. Okay, so next this goes down, and I'm just going to glue it in the middle. I'm not going to even try to glue it around the lacy part of this. Hopefully I have that straight. Looks pretty straight. Okay, and now this goes across here. Yeah, see, it looks a lot better with the inking around it. Way better. So I'm just going to glue it across here. Okay. Now what you can do is, is that the same? Take a piece of paper, and that's only one layer. So you can take a piece of paper and glue it underneath like a dimensional, but it's not as high as a dimensional. But it's the same. Oh, I don't want it to stick out either. It's the same dimension as the paper that you're putting down, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. And then you don't have that gap, or you don't have the piece sticking up where it can get caught on something, unless you want it to stick up. I mean, sometimes we put flowers and stuff like that on. Okay. Now, sometimes what I like to do is put a dimensional right in the center and then glue down the sides, glue down the ends. So it has a little dimension on the end, you know, in the middle of it. That's kind of a cool look too. So, okay, so I thought I would put these hearts on here like this. So we'll put that one. Just kind of stagger this other one on here like that. I think that's kind of cute. And then we'll just put another one up here. And on this one, I think I will put, I don't want to put a dimensional because that'll be a little bit too high. So we'll just put another piece of paper like we did down here. Oh, it's too big. Okay, just to give it a slight, you know, dimension there on the corner where it's hanging off. I hope I'm making myself clear. I don't know. Clear as mud. Okay, anyway, there you go. And so then what I thought I would do here is put this sticker. It is a sticker if I get it off. And it's not, you know, exactly the same colors, but it has black, which goes with the dark gray. A little bit of green, which, you know, brings out this green here. It's, you know. So there it is. That is card number 14. Very cute. And we only have one to go. Cover this so it doesn't dry out. Okay, and last one. This idea I got from NB Crafter. I think that's the name of her channel. Oh my gosh, if you guys have never seen her, she is amazing. She has tons and tons of videos where she shows all these techniques on how to do stuff, and she's amazing. I'm going to put a link to her channel also in the description box. Check her out because, yeah, she has so many great techniques, and this is one of them she was showing. And I think I've seen other people do this also, but she's done some things I've never seen other people do before. But this is one that I could remember right after I watched her videos. But I thought, just instead of having a plain mat, so here, show you the sketch. This is the sketch, and instead of just having the plain mat behind, I put it through embossing folder. But before I did that, on one side of it, I took I think I used a brush, and I used this black soot ink, and I brushed it on one side of the embossing folder, and it was the part that goes down inside. This is the raised part here, and so it went down inside. So I brushed it all over that, and then I put in my paper and ran it through the embosser, and that's what I got. And I thought that was so cool. And so that gives it a really pretty background, I think. And see, there's the other, that's the debossed side. And if you did it on the other side, it would end up on there. So you can try it both ways. Okay, so these two strips are different sizes, and she's got this strip here kind of pretty much in the middle, and then this one is like halfway between. So get these down. We're almost done. Yeah, I'm going to be watching her more and learning some more techniques. Try out some of the ones that she used a lot of different, it was all different ways to use your embossing folders is what it was, pretty much. yeah, was pretty fun. So this one, the circles she had 3 circles, and I only got 2 cut out. So this is what I'm gonna do, is just put this on here. And then kind of what I thought I would do is maybe something like this. Maybe it would look better on the bottom. Maybe I'll just put it coming out of the bottom like that. Okay. And I think I'll put this on dimensionals also. Some things just call for that, you know, it's just kind of how it is. All right. So my brother's out in the kitchen. Okay, so here we go. Get this down. Make sure I've got that straight. And there we go. And you could put some bling on here too, which I will probably come back and do that, but I don't want to keep you too long. So this is number 15, okay? So there's 15, 14. Well, let's get in screen. 13, 12, and 11. All right, so there you guys go. I hope you like these. Check out the channels that I will have in my description box, and click that like button and submit if you haven't, and we will see you next time. Bye.